So I am sitting outside after a rain. Actually, it's still kind of raining outside, um, but I'm just getting my time in outdoors, grounding a little bit, and just enjoying being outside. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about um, how people will think that you are being selfish for saying what you want, saying what you need. Outwardly speaking, your needs and desires, people tend to call that selfishness. Are you being selfish by putting yourself first? No. So many people um, will refrain from speaking up for what they really want because they want to avoid making other people feel uncomfortable, or they don't want to deal with other people saying you're being selfish because it's all about me, me, me. Well, it should be all about you, you first. Not to say that everything always should be about you and uh, you're not a giving person, you know, you don't do selfless things, but everyone should be first in their life. That doesn't matter if you're a parent or a teacher or doctor in any field that is meant to help others. In any part of life, no matter where you are in life, you should be number one in your life. You should be first in your life. And, you shouldn't feel bad because you put yourself first. So, that was just kind of on my heart today. I think that's a message that a lot of people need to hear, a lot of people need to understand, and a lot of people need to change about their mindset, thinking that saying, I need my space, I need this to change in my life, I need you to do this for me, whatever your desires or your requirements are, don't be afraid to speak those things, because some people might take that as, you're taking, but you're not giving, not understanding that sometimes in order for us to be able to give, we need to have something to give. If you're not taking care of yourself first, there's no way you should be giving anything to anybody, because it's not going to be your best. It's not going to be worth you giving, really. And I think that's hard. I think that we are pleasers by nature. And a lot of people say, they're not. But majority of the people in the world would avoid speaking up for themselves. They'll hold their tongue. They'll, want it in silence, but they won't say it out loud. And maybe you're afraid of certain people walking out of your life because you spoke up, said what you wanted, and that person's not willing to give it, and you're comfortable with that person being in your life or those people being in your life. But you are number one above anybody else. You are number one. You should be number one. And if you're not number one in your life, you need to take a step back and you need to work on yourself. You need to quiet your surroundings and listen to yourself. Listen to what it is that you want, because you know what you want and you know what you need. And this kind of comes from a conversation, something that I was telling someone, but you do know what you need. And I think that message goes for everyone across the board, but it's often fear that prevents us from getting what we need. Because if we can speak it, and if we can know that we deserve it, if we can know that that's something that we want, we need, we can have, no matter who disagrees with us, once we can get over that state of fear, your life will be so much better. It is not being selfish telling people what you want and removing people that are not willing to give that to you. You deserve it. Especially if what you want, is to bring you peace. What you want is going to bring you peace. What you want is going to bring you true happiness. If the people that you're asking these things of are not willing to give it, or they feel like in order for me to give you this, you have to give me that. If you have those type of people around you, don't be afraid to cleanse your palate. Get rid of those people in your life, or don't allow them to be so close to you that they will prevent you from speaking up. Words are so powerful. And if you have anybody in your life that's preventing you from using your words to get what you personally need, then you need to get rid of those people, or get rid of that part of that person. Maybe speaking to them can change, how they respond or react to you. Speaking up changes a lot. You're not being selfish at all, and maybe you are. Maybe being selfish, maybe that is being selfish, but maybe being selfish is not a bad thing in that way, in that context. But I just kind of wanted to leave that with you guys. Take time for yourself. Reflect within yourself. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to what it is that you really want, because you more than anybody else know what it is that you want. You more than anybody else know what it is that you need and what it's going to take to get those things. So take a step back from everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's opinions, everyone else's words and criticism. Take a step back from all that and just listen to self. Listen to yourself. A lot of us are strangers to ourselves. We don't trust ourselves, and that's another thing that I was saying earlier, and I feel like that message is so important for so many people to hear. One of the things I did say was you be more reluctant to listen to a stranger walk up to you and tell you something, give you a fact or tell you what you need or tell you anything. You'd be, I don't know this person, what reason do I have to listen to what they're telling me? And oftentimes we get that way about ourselves. If you don't spend enough time with yourself, you are essentially a stranger to yourself, and you're less likely to listen to yourself, and you're less likely to do the things that you know that you need to do, because you don't trust the stranger within you. You don't trust yourself. So take time. I speak a lot about solitude, spending time with yourselves. I love my space. I love my time, my peace. Take that time. Get to know who you are. Get to be familiar with your thoughts, and trust yourself enough to speak those things and demand those things that you need from other people. And like I said, if they're not willing to give it, then move on, move out. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't want it to get too long, but I think that's extremely important. And if you come across this video, it's because it's something that you too need to do. We all need to do. So that's my challenge for you. That's kind of what I wanted to speak on today. Saying what you need is not being selfish, and if it is, then be selfish. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post another video. I'm going to try to post a lot more because I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share. So, thank you for watching.